All right, mathematicians, are you ready? We're going to talk about something we talked about in class. So this is review, but we haven't talked about it in quite a while. And you get to go on another hunt through your house to try to find three-dimensional objects. Remember, objects are just things, not people. Now, I'm going to remind you, two-dimensional is wide and it's high. Wide, high. Two-dimensional, wide, high. Two-dimensional, wide, high. Now, two-dimensional, it's flat. It's just flat. Three-dimensional, wide, high, deep. Do you remember that? It's wide, it's high, but it also goes back. Now see how one hand is way back here and the other one's really close up to you? Look at all that space in between my hands. All of that space is filled up by that object or the shape of the object. So we're going to look at some three-dimensional objects right now that I found around my house. One of them was really hard to find, but I searched and I searched and I searched some more, and I found a couple things. All right, so let's jump right in. Here we go. Three-dimensional shapes. If it's a cube, each face is a square. 6 faces. Each face is a square. All right, remember we made a big poster. Maybe I can make another one of those posters for you. Or you can draw a cube with help of your family and then label how many faces are there. It'll actually be a lot easier once you find a cube. After that, we have this one. This is a rectangle, so we call it a rectangular prism. It's kind of like if we took a cube and we just stretched it out. Now you can stretch a rectangular prism up. You can stretch a rectangular prism to the sides, or you can even just squish a cube, and then all of a sudden you've got a really thin rectangular prism. All right, sphere. Hey, there's our pH digraph. Sphere. Sphere. It's even got the word here in it. Sphere. Sometimes you like to call that a ball. I wonder why. Why is a sphere a ball? Or why is a ball a sphere? Last today we'll look at cylinder. A cylinder. It looks like it's round, but it's also got some flat sides to it. Interesting. All right, let's start with cube. So like I said, cube was the trickiest one that I could find. But then I remembered, this is something you've used in class. What is that? When there's one of them, we call it a die. Here's a die. It's got dots for numbers. But now here's 2 of them. When there's 2, we call them dice. See that? Dice. It's a square face. Square, no matter how I turn it, it's a square. And we can actually count how many faces it has because it's three-dimensional. It's wide, it's high, and then if I turn it, you can actually see that it goes back a little bit. Now this is a small cube, but it's still a cube. How many faces? Front, back, top, bottom, right, left. Front, back, top, bottom, right, left. 6 faces. 6 faces on a cube. I found another cube. It's pretty groovy. This is my groovy cube. I had to unplug it. Look at this. It's a lamp. It's got squares. It's a cube lamp. Squares. It's actually made up of shapes and shapes making more shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's heavy too. 5. And then the bottom. 6. And even the lampshade is a cube. Huh. Mr. Dowd's groovy cube lamp. All right. Now, yeah, that's the cube. All right, now rectangular prisms. These are really common. The first one I thought of was this. Yeah, there's a tissue box. There's a tissue hanging out of the top. It's got a rectangle, right? So it's a rectangular prism. Is it three-dimensional? Let's see. It's wide, high, and if I turn it, does it go back a little bit? Yes, it does. Three-dimensional, wide, high, deep. How many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like the cube, except that one didn't have any squares. Some rectangular prisms do. It's up to you to find a rectangular prism. Sphere. Now, like I said, oftentimes people look at a ball and they think, oh, that's a ball. But you could look at a ball and say, oh, that's a sphere. Let's see here. Yeah. It's circular, but it's not flat. It's wide. I'll use these lines, see? It's wide. It's high, but then when I turn it, it actually goes back all the way around, and it's got one face, and the face goes around and around, and it's curved and it goes. Yeah, here's another one, but this one's squishy. Here's a soccer ball. It's a sphere. No, but I could squish it. See, I could just squish it. Is that a sphere? No. No. If it's an oval, you know what they call it? Ovoid. An egg is called an ovoid. It's just when it's three-dimensional, but it doesn't make a perfect sphere. It's kind of a fun word to say. So here's a sphere. If I squish this one, that's an ovoid. Kinda. If you go look at an egg in your fridge, if you've got eggs, tip, don't drop them. They will break. Warning, they make a big mess. All right, so try to find some spheres. Last one is cylinder. I found a few of these around the house. This one is all wrapped up. Ooh, look at that. It's got a circle face on the top, circular face on the bottom, and one flat face around it. How many faces? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. A curved flat face. Now what's cool about a paper towel is you can actually see that the face, if I was to unwrap it, it's actually a rectangle. So it's got a rectangular face that wraps all the way around. And then it's got 2 circles. Here's another good example. I look like I'm in a commercial for beans. Get your organic refried pinto beans today. Get this cylinder full of them if you want. So let's check this out. This cylinder is a can. It's got the top. It's got a bottom. And then the label is a flat, curved surface, the flat surface that wraps around. If I took the label off, I wonder if I could take it off right now. Kind of ripped. Check this out. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Let's see. Let's see if it's actually a rectangle. Let's see. Would you look at that? There it is. It's actually a rectangular two-dimensional shape. But now I don't know what's in my can. I can Put that back on there. I might say, ooh, Luella, Finley, would you like some soup tonight? I'd say, yes, please, Daddy. And I would say, here you go. I'd say, Daddy, those are refried beans, not soup. Much better. Now it has its label face on it. And here's one more cylinder I found. This one, it's a candle. That's the wick. So we've got a flat face that goes around. It's kind of curved actually. And then the top circular face and the bottom circular face. And they even put a sticker here for the label on the bottom of this candle. All right, are you ready? Get ready to go search for three-dimensional shapes. See if you can find 2 of each. And bonus, if you can find more than that for cubes, I'm impressed. Good luck finding your three-dimensional shapes. Have fun.